Last thing we're going to talk about tonight, Dalton Knecht again, baby. Is this just because I truly love the Los Angeles Lakers offense? Yes. Yes. It absolutely is because I love the Los Angeles Lakers offense. That's why we're talking about this. And because Dalton's a really fun player. I love breaking down the structure of this offense. Last night, frankly, they played on a court that was holy shit catastrophic. And I am sorry for you guys when I pull it up on the screen here when we break down tape. We got to get rid of the yellow, LA. Can we please go purple or a deeper non-highlighter yellow in places? I would appreciate it if you wouldn't mind. Lakers are now 10-4 after last night's game. And Dalton Knecht goes for 37 points, including an absolute barrage in the third quarter. He hits 9 threes overall in the game. It was a ridiculous, like out of this world. This dude just got absolutely smoldering in the third quarter. Like with 3.5 minutes left, I think he had 18 points in 3.5 minutes. It was unbelievable to watch Dalton Knecht get this hot. So let's dive in and talk about it. I just did a Dalton Knecht video like a couple days ago. We're doing another one. Because again, I like Dalton Knecht. I like the structure of this offense. I like to talk through it a little bit. And because holy shit, like I have not seen somebody get that hot this year. That was fun. Okay. Again, hey, I like that it's not showing up as ugly on the, stream screen as it is on my monitor. So that's nice. Okay. So Dalton just drills this corner three. So what do we see here from the first minute of the game? Well, the reality is that we see Kyle Filipowski, a player that I really like and had in the top 20 of last year's draft, and who I think has had a really solid start to his season as a rookie, having to pick up LeBron James in transition. And when LeBron James sees a rookie who doesn't move super, super well, picking him up in transition, he is always just going to drive. Honestly, I think Lauri Markkanen probably makes the right decision helping here, even though he's helping off of Dalton Knecht. But this is why having Dalton Knecht in the starting lineup is valuable. Steps up, calmly drills the three. So, zoom action here. Again, now you've got Filipowski on LeBron, John Collins on AD. And what I love here is just the way that they calmly, methodically wait for this to set up. So you can even kind of see Dalton point here to Cam Reddish and say, hey, go, cut. Because once that happens, after Lauri has gone to kind of like show a double, and once Cam sees Lauri go again, he knows that Sexton has to help the helper here. And that means that Dalton can relocate into the corner. And also put a lot of pressure on Keontae George to not be just like completely asleep ball watching. Because Keontae is completely asleep ball watching here. I mean, just look at his eyes. His eyes literally just never leave the ball. He has no idea what's happening on the backside here. Sexton kind of has to go and help. Keontae might have gotten there, but like if I'm calling in that circumstance and Keontae's eyes have not left the ball, I kind of feel like I have to shoot up and I have to rely on somebody to get out to the corner. Nobody gets out to the corner, unsurprisingly. Here, again, you get to see Dalton's athleticism, right? Like he can really get up and go. So this is just bad transition defense in terms of not getting enough bodies back, right? The Lakers just have them beat here, unfortunately. They have too many bodies for the amount of court space and area that the Jazz have to cover. So all 5 of their guys are back versus only 3 Jazz players. In my opinion, Clarkson does have to go with Knecht here, and you have to force the kick out here to Austin Reeves. Have this help out, and then you have Filipowski cover out. But I mean, look, Clarkson's in like a 1-on-2. It's catastrophic. It's really hard. Here, in transition, just beating everybody down the court, right? But Filipowski just has no awareness of him here. Literally, you can see his hand up already. He's like, I've got him beat. I'm going. Reeves, too easy. He's going to be able to create easy buckets in transition. That is for sure. I just love the way the Lakers screen as well. That's another thing I want to call out. 3 dunks now for Knecht, by the way, on this one. Just like a small thing, right? Look at this screen by Reeves here. This stuff might seem small, but it's not. Really forces a tough battle to get back over the top of that. And it ends up putting pressure on the Jazz defense as a whole. So this screen here leads into this screen by AD. That's a rejection there. Keontae George, again, is just like MIA on this play, like chasing. Leads to a quick little pocket pass. Filipowski does like a fairly decent job of getting back here, but Collins has to help here. He has to be available here as the tagger because he's not sure if Filipowski is going to actually get back on that pocket pass because Filipowski has to be attached here to Christie because Keontae is so far behind the play. Do I think Collins makes a mistake there going for that steal? I do. I would prefer he doesn't do that. That ends up vacating this entire area for Knecht in a 1-on-2 situation here. Really hard to guard on the backside there. Again, I think that's Isaiah Collier. Collier really has to probably sink down with Knecht and help the helper there at the end of the day. Doesn't get there quick enough. Knecht jumps up, rises up. Easy one. Now we're into the third quarter where Knecht got super smoldering hot. And this is just beautiful. Everything. I love this so much. So early screen here from Knecht to get LeBron the ball. After on the other side, a quick little DHO where Reddish is filtering that way, the other way. So now we're weaving. And Knecht is filtering through here with AD coming up here. He ghosts it and sprints to the rim. Him sprinting to the rim there forces John Collins to help. In Knecht, the man who's guarding him is Sexton. Cam Reddish sets a screen on Knecht's guy. Collins is occupied over here. Which leads to Knecht getting a wide open three in the corner. This is sick play construction from JJ Redick. This is absolutely sick. Just let it wash over you. I love it so much. Even just like the little move here from LeBron. It's beautiful. Puts it right on the money. Easy shot. Now we're at the Dalton Knecht show portion of the evening. Drills that one. So what are we looking at here? Early exit from Koloko, which means that Eubanks there has to follow. Lowry has to at least be available-ish because his ball handler hasn't recovered into the play. That leaves this pass over to Knecht open. That's one. Basically, similar idea there, but now Utah is in zone. Notice how Eubanks does not follow Koloko. He's here down in the middle of the paint. We've got two at the top. And what I love here is that the Jazz just play it super easily, right? Okay, kick to Knecht. I love that Russell kind of looks this way a little bit, brings Cody Williams back this way, just that small amount. As soon as Cody Williams turns this way is when I think Russell knows he's just getting this ball back to Knecht for a three. And that's a good closeout from Williams. It's just that Dalton's on fire at this point. With Robin Hood Gold, you don't need a silver spoon to eat up the financial favors of the 1%. Now, the resourceful individual with Robin Hood Gold can earn a very liberal 4.5% APY on uninvested cash and be rewarded with a handsome 3% retirement boost on IRA account contributions. Robinhood Gold provides the privileges of the high net worth for any net worth for just $5 a month. The new gold standard is here with Robinhood Gold. Sign up at robinhood.com/gold. Terms apply. For specific product disclosures, visit robinhood.com/gold. Investing involves risk. Rate may change. Gold membership is offered by Robinhood Gold LLC. My Doer jeans are truly my favorite piece of clothing that I own right now. They sent me out a pair of jeans and they are fantastic. I've been wearing these things everywhere that I can whenever I go out of the house. They are so comfortable. They look great. They feel great. They're stylish. They're versatile. You can wear them in a lot of different situations. They are fantastic, fantastic jeans. Doer is built for doing with styles of stretch performance denim and lifestyle apparel for everyone in every season. Doer has you covered for the colder winter months with fabrics like a fireside denim, which is interwoven with fleece for warmth without too much bulk. Plus, Doer's clothes are sustainably crafted to last. They're going to be a staple in my closet for years. I am going to try and get them to send me more clothes out, in all honesty, because they have been so good. I love my Doers, and I'm sure you will too. Check out Doer's flagship stores in LA or Denver, or shop online at shopdoer.com/game theory. That's SHOPDUER .com/game theory. Right now, my listeners are going to get 20% off your first purchase when you use that exclusive URL. Don't wait. Get 20% off at shopdoer.com/game theory. So we're throwing the ball this way. Coloco's here screening. And we're going to get into a weave. DHO. Coloco sets a step up. When Coloco sets the step up, Cody ends up over here, and it's going to leave Connect open. Yeah, drills it. And now we got the shrug. Now we've got the Dalton Knecht shrug. And he is nowhere near done. Early screen again. Very similar to what we just saw previously. And now he's just absolutely feeling it. He is absolutely feeling it in every way. Screen here. Into a ghost this way. I think they're trying to probably get him an easy shot over here to start this set. They switch it. Utah communicates through it well. Ball screen here. Cody Williams kind of steps up. Got Coloco dive into the rim. What's really fun about just the overall execution of this is that you also have, I think that's Max Christie diving to the rim, which means, okay, if it's Cody Williams who's stepping up here, cool. We'll deal with that. That means Lowry's got his back turned. And he's going to be able to hit this backdoor cut. If Cody doesn't step up and he's still over here on Dalton or something, you've got this easy short roll here, which means Lowry has to step up and tag. And Coloco can just hit the pass there. It's a pretty beautiful set, in all honesty. It's simple, like it's not complicated. It's just very sharp in its spacing and construction, as much as anything. Just drills it. Now we're coming back. I mean, gets fouled. That's when you know he's feeling it. Again, just weaving at the top. DHO here. And then Coloco is going to come back for another one for Connect. Good screen on this one by Coloco. Really, really good screen here. Gets fouled. Probably has to foul him at that point. And then finally, 33 seconds left. I mean, this is just beautiful. This one's just absolutely beautiful. I mean, you can see the Lakers bench just losing their minds, but this is a sick one to draw up. I think this is actually the last one. Again, this is the one where he gets fouled. And then this one, he's down in the corner to start, getting guarded by Clarkson. Sets up similar this time with Christie doing the weave stuff at the top. This way, DHO back to Russell to go this way. Connect screens here for Christie to try and get a lob. But then here comes Coloco to screen for the screener for Connect to come back up top. That's how he gets open again. Beautiful one dribble, goes right into it, nails it. I mean, just completely absurd. He's a completely absurd basketball player when he's feeling it like this. Here, brings the ball up the court. Back to LeBron. And this is just a easy little flare screen that D'Angelo, I think, just kind of decides to go for. I don't think this one's complicated. I think this was a feel thing from D'Angelo. I don't think this was a, hey, I got to do this. This is part of an action or something. I think D'Angelo just realized, hey, we've switched this. Let's get these two in a screening action and just let them try to communicate through it. Filipowski doesn't get through it. Sexton's too deep. Another three wide open this time, and then Knecht. Here he comes trailing again. Uses the threat of the shot there super well and ends up getting fouled. So Lowry has to like really sell out here to try and block this shot. Which means Knecht ends up getting to the lane. Good help here, but ends up getting fouled. He's at least available to help, which is good. That's 37. That's 37 for Dalton Knecht. It's beautiful. The Lakers play design is awesome. I ended the last video by saying I think Dalton Knecht needs to start for the Lakers moving forward, regardless of who's out there. I maintain that position in all honesty. The reason for that is because I think he's the kind of guy, I think it will get the most out of him as well as getting the most out of the other guys on the Lakers or in the Lakers starting lineup, namely LeBron, AD, and Austin Reeves. So why is that the case? On offense, he's just going to space for those guys, right? He's absolutely going to create a ton of options. He's a real movement shooter. He's a real cutter because of his athleticism. Like one name that I said a decent amount pre-draft to some people is like, I thought that the Miami Heat would bend over backwards to get Knecht, and they ended up passing on him for some reason. But the reason I thought the Heat would try to get him, I thought they should try to trade up to get him, is because he would have been a perfect fit with him, what Spoelstra loves to do. He's almost like a more athletic, like really explosive vertically Duncan Robinson to me, where you can run him off of crazy DHOs. He can cut back door. He can handle the ball a little bit and pick and roll and do some things that way. He's a real 3-point hunter in terms of the way he can find his shot in the same way that Duncan developed into for Miami. And with Duncan's contract running out, I'd be like, shit, let's slide Dalton Knecht right in there. But what I didn't know at the time is that the Lakers were planning on doing very similar things, right? The Lakers under JJ Redick have run all sorts of beautiful, fun actions to be able to get shooters free. And the ability to run those actions and for him to make those shots off of actions opens up the court for everybody. You can have just like a basic floor spacer shooter out there, like a Gary Trent or a Taurean Prince, right? Teams will still generally put a guy that they can either hide on those guys, or they will put, you know, somebody that can roam around defensively a little bit more and then just get a late closeout on them. With Knecht, because he isn't stationary and because he's always moving and because he's a real athlete around the basket who can finish above the rim, it's harder to do that. He's somebody you have to guard with like a real defender, somebody who's at least like active and knows what they're doing out there. But when he plays with bench guys, oftentimes guys like Gabe Vincent, or when he plays without LeBron on the court, aren't necessarily as capable of taking advantage of what he does as the starters are. And that's no slight to Vincent, but like there's a difference here in terms of what you can do with LeBron versus the bench units, right? So not only is he useful in those spot up situations where he's spacing in the corner in a horn set, right? He's also really useful to run off of actions like screen the screener stuff like we've seen throughout the video we just did. So I think it would be beneficial for the Lakers offense to start Dalton Knecht. I think it would also be beneficial for Dalton Knecht for him to start with those guys. In his play over the last, 4 games when he's been with them, I think he's earned it, in all honesty. I really do. I think he's earned that ability to stick with those guys. I get the defensive worries. I understand that having both Austin Reeves and Dalton Knecht out there is a concern in terms of teams hunting multiple players on the court at once. I don't really disagree with that. Austin is a fine defender. I don't think Dalton's very good yet. Austin at least knows where he has to be in team defensive settings. He rotates well. He's super sharp. He knows where he needs to get to on the court, but he's not an awesome on-ball defender at the end of the day. There are moments where he can get beat that way. If I was the Lakers, what I would be trying to do now, knowing that I have Dalton Knecht and I feel like he's a hit, I would be going to try and trade for a big wing who can guard on the perimeter and guard opposing teams' best players. The name that immediately came to mind for me is Dorian Finney-Smith. If you could go get Dorian Finney-Smith and slide him into a lineup with Austin Reeves, Dalton Knecht, LeBron, and AD, that kind of covers all of your bases. Jared Vanderbilt's another guy that would really work, but we don't really know when he's going to be back, obviously. So I think he is the kind of player that helps to elevate your stars in a real way. Dalton Knecht. I would like to see him generally play with the starters as much as possible. I think that's where he will be most successful for the Lakers, as opposed to a microwavy bench player. So that's kind of where I stand on it. I would like to see them. I think that they should go for it this year, the Lakers. You have LeBron and AD. You have Austin Reeves, who is a great third player. You have Knecht, who looks like a real dude who can play in the playoffs, hopefully, if the defense can hold up enough. If you can go get one more guy who can be a real rangy, versatile perimeter defender who hopefully can also shoot, that's where I think that they've really created some issues potentially for opposing teams in the playoffs.